fucking Dodgers, man. You whooping my ass.
Welcome if you're just tuning in. I'm John Shelby with Chris Singleton. One out here in a second. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
One strike.
And he chases a high fastball there.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Ball.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball one.
1-2.
Cut out and missed. Struck him out. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. And there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 5, ready.
Beozo back to work. Out to short. Handles, throws to first. 1-on-1 down. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Rojas measures 6 feet even, batting second in today's lineup. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. The next pitch misses, and 1-1.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground, Lopez. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Mookie.
Here's Mookie now.
Betts.
Right through there for a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one
I don't even know how he
against
got
the
to that.
fence. Around first and hustling for second. He's in there.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. So, runner at second, 2 down. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. Fastball for a strike.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in Lone Depot Park. Now it's going to be Davis and De Los Santos. And a foul ball. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One out, base is empty. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-2. And a big swing and a miss. Smith down to first with it. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Hoagie just ran out of patience there. It took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Now at the plate, Graham Pauley.
Oh,
first
boy.
offering is fouled off.
One ball, 1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Up the middle, and there's a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
The batter, number 6.
So the batting order turns over. Now here is Otto Lopez. He's 0 for 1. That misses off the outside edge. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Off the mark there. And now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Late with the swing there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Next offering is
Come
foul.
on, man.
Pauley, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
First and second, 2 outs. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conant.
Oh, come on.
Out to short. Zips it across. That's the 3rd out. No run. Back here in Miami, start of the 4th. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. That one catches the corner.
0-1.
And that is downstairs. And it's 1-1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
De Los Santos takes it to the bag. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Slider for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Not even close there. And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first, and Hernandez is out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Michael.
2 down, bases empty. Michael Conforto will climb in. And that is out of play. 2 outs. And it's fouled away. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. They lead it 1-0. Ready to go. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Swing at a high fly ball left field. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Sanchez in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Oh, boy!
Popped up. Edman. Out. Number 2.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now a chance for Dane Myers. That misses, and it's 1-0.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Runner on the go. And that one in the air center field. Outman right there to make the grab. And that's the 3rd. Welcome back. Quite the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground to third. Throws to first. And they get Edman for the out.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Outman stands in now and watches strike 1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
1 down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, 3 pitches, down, fastball up, swinging, boom. It's like learning a chord progression, getting those strums right, man. So many pitchers prefer working north-south these days compared to the east-west, and that was a great example right there.
Freeman in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
2 down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one in the air center field. And that is that. Nothing doing here. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Waste no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now, Agustin Ramirez. Ball. In the dirt. to second, and he's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, try to get into scoring position, but if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
The Fish down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. That's inside. Popped up.
I should have let that one go.
Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting.
So digging in, Graham
Pauly.
That one not close. Ball 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Pitch misses. Ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 outs. That's a laser base hit. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. He is struck out and he is walked. Ball 1 there. Pauly off of first with 2 away. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air right side. Conforto squeezes it, and that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Miguel Rojas. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately. I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Nobody out, runner at first. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Here's Muncy to hit. Just missed.
That's a ball.
And that's in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
First and second, no outs. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Yeah, that skips into dirt.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one to first. De Los Santos goes to second for one. On to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Valente Beozo out of the game, and he exits in line for the loss, but overall he pitched pretty well. We'll be back. Seth Martinez taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. That missed by a lot. And the count even 1-1. Runner at third, 2 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs with a runner at third. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Up the middle, Lopez. Over to first, and they get the out on Smith. And that'll do it. Nice work from the Miami pen there. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now the right fielder, Griffin Conine. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swings through that one out in front that time.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
There it is.
Right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. That's worth the price of admission. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 1-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Blake Snell will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Kirby Yates.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Xavier Edwards will hit next. Pulls that one foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
On the ground, right side. Rojas gets it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch misses. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Evan Phillips looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trying it, also throwing. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
just missed.
Ball. 2-1.
One down, base is empty. That one missing inside. That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 2 in this one. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
That one missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Swinging a foul out of play. Late on that fastball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one is downstairs. 3-2 down.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
On the ground right side.
You son of bitch.
It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. All even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set for the start of the inning. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sanchez ranging after it. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Conforto in the box again. Takes a strike. And a foul ball. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 1-2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That's out to center field. Sanchez under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Tommy Edman at the plate. 1 for 2. Ground ball left side. Slings it across, and they get Edman for the out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Evan Phillips.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the
fucking early, man,
behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump. You know, these Marlins need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Pitches in the dirt. Now 1-2.
Two and two.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws, and he beats it for the first out after the drop third strike. And the batter now, Davison de los Santos. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
And that misses. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just
ball,
missed.
that's down.
Base is empty, 1 away. You're in the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is fouled back. Strike 3.
Oh my God.
Really nice pitch right there.
Nothing I can do with that pitch. Nothing I can do with that pitch. Great pitch.
Even if he swings, so tough to do anything with the pitch in that location.
Do nothing with
velocity.
that.
You
It
almost
was
have
a
to be
game
looking
foul.
hard in with 2 strikes to handle it. And who does that?
That misses. 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Ready to begin the 8th. And now the center fielder, James Outman, just
Ball
missed.
outside.
To third, and that chance handled. Tosses across to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Ripped to short. In plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swinging a foul straight back.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Blake Trinan gets the call from the pen. On for his 20th appearance of the year. So digging in, Graham Pauley. First pitch, and he just misses. In the air, left field, down the line. And a quick out, number 1. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda getting loose out there. Vesia also getting ready. Next offering is down low.
1-1.
Swings through the sweeper.
1-2.
Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And it bangs off the wall. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conant. He's already homered here in this one. Not even close there. Ball one. One out. The go-ahead run is at second.
Ah!
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
1-2 the count.
Check.
Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No, he held up. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Edwards digs in now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Gapper.
And this could be trouble.
Gapper.
Lopez scores. They lead it in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing, and there he doesn't try to do too much.
At the plate, Connor Norton. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. And misses inside. That one off the mark. And now 3-0.
3-0.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Sanchez stands in now and watches strike one. Ball one low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a little bit low.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Edwards on second. Norby at first. 2 out of the inning. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And they're all loaded up.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open.
New arm out of the bullpen, Anthony Banda.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
That's out.
Myers in the box, lays off for ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Swung on, belted.
He ain't getting to that. He ain't getting to that.
And it hops over the wall for an automatic double as 2 runs score in the play.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, dude. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
So 2 down, and now for the Marlins, Davison De Los Santos. That one not close, and it's 1-0. Off on the left side of the infield. Muncy makes the grab, and that is that.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Anthony Bender.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
On the ground to the left, Paulie. Score at 5-3 for the second out with the third baseman shifted over there. So it's their last chance in this one. Will Smith now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a ground ball. And that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Hernandez in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of...
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Bender is just one strike away. And downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2.
Oh, great grab on the dive. From his knees, the throw. And that'll do it.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for their fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars. But an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I'm hopping out of the bed. Rain falling, calling X, but my phone line's dead. I guess my bills ain't paid. No ride to work for the day. Second option, hop the bus, but it's a traffic delay. My boss, cause I'm running late and ain't no excuse. When I'm about to be 22 without a whip, I can swoop. Feel like I'm finna my own dome with zoning out, cause working out, I work for a mate. My lady calling, bugging, always fussing. Just cause we ain't ballin', but it's hard because the cousin's rich, cause the husband's hustling. And I ain't touching nothing but a mic. 5 o'clock and off the work, ready to go home and right. But I ain't got a buck to catch the bus, chillin' at the stop. Rain falling hard as ever and it's soaking my socks. Kicked my kicks off and took off my jacket, rolled my jeans up, beat up in my headphones, blasting. And started laughing while I'm splashing in puddles like the struggle. We dancing in the rain. Alright, I'ma try to do the same thing. Yeah, don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody gonna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your, smooth your. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. sharpest, being cautious. Just hear what my records to bring. Asking me how I think my project's progressing it. I say cool, but the truth is I'm stressing the grip. Cause it's hard to make music when this depression exists. They say use it as inspiration, the best of them did. But I still see I can't handle this pressure for. And if you ask me, it stresses me. My girl needs more attention and my record label's desperate for hits. Now cause I'm getting out the zone again. Makes me start to dread when I see a microphone. It ain't supposed to be like that. I said I'll be right back. I left the office, got a phone and called my partner Jack, and I asked him, remind me why I'm rapping. And right before he answered, I remembered my passion in the past when I was scribbling in my tablet to box out my mom and dad's rapping to help me when my grandmother passed. Plus the many times when I was homeless and the times when I was broke. And this music made a way when I was hopeless. He told me to remember the rain, it'll diminish the pain. And he told me not to ask him again, cause I know don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth yo, smooth yo. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth yo.
What the fuck, yo?
Smooth yo. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth yo. Smooth yo. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth yo. Smooth yo. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth yo. Smooth yo. Don't nobody wanna. I don't nobody wanna. I don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Don't nobody wanna. Don't nobody. Body, you. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth yo. Smooth yo. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth yo. Smooth yo.
Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Pa' su postre, entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, vuela en mi dinero. Yo no soy Sheeran. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, vuela en mi dinero. Yo no soy Sheeran. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos. Me sobran los recursos y cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio. Lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete. La tengo arañando las paredes, facturando esmeralda verde. Todos los semáforos luz verde. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera. Arte Mona Lisa, por mi cama se desliza. No me avisa, sus chelas hacen fila. Son una bandida, buscan que la le bendiga. Soy el dembow killer, dueño en la maquila. Liche en la valija, más el edit. Mi foto tiene fija. Las babies en los números se fijan. Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me riman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera. Gamaliel, International Flow. John Gama, dando de la mata. Desde el valle en las hamacas. Sal
Well, I love that Mike Trout.
Ain't got no riches, ain't got no money that runs long, but I got a heart that's strong and a love that's tall. Ain't got no name, ain't got no fancy education, but I can see right through a powdered face on a painted fool. Let me slip through. Why you tryna hold me back? I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less of that. Let me come through. I'm tired of being in the back. I'm just trying to move up front, little more this, little less daddy, yeah. They tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of bad news. I don't worry about people in my face. I hit them with the style and grace, and watch the ankles break. Whoa, whoa. I know you wish I would fade away, but I got more to say. Lord, they pray. Ow! Let me slip through. Why you tryna hold me back? I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less of that. Let me come through. I'm tired of being in the back. I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less daddy, yeah. Tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of bad news.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome Chicago White Sox.
So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Jake Eater. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside, gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
In the dirt, but kept close. Step off, throw to first. Lopez dives back in safely. Lopez gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2-2.
The changeup missing, and it's a full count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Taylor going back on this one.
Whoa, he just missed that shit.
And hauls it in. And time now for the Marlins lineup. at the bottom of the lineup, a guy trying to turn things around. Agustin Ramirez.
Well, you see the batting average there, not pretty, and the on-base percentage has followed. It's a bit uglier, under 300. When that's the way it's going, I got to imagine it's tough for his manager to pencil him into the lineup. But he's also one of those guys that you need. You know that he's one swing away from breaking out. Sometimes you just got to grind your way out of these slumps. So I'm just hoping we see something positive out of him in this one.
Step off throw to first. Hey! Lopez back in on a dive. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat, you jog back to the dugout.
The shortstop takes the ball. Man at first, one away. That's inside, and the count's full.
Count's full.
And ball four, two aboard.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
2 on, 1 out. Next to hit, Connor Norby.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
1-0.
Hard ground ball for a base stop. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Stepping in, Derek Hill. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The throw in, it's offline. The run comes in.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So up next, Griffin Conine.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Oh, come on!
Foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and
That's
third.
the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Struck him out looking.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Line drive, base hit right field. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just 1 swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Next to hit, Davison De Los Santos.
No, that's outside.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Hill at third. Hernandez on at first with 2 down. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. And there's the ball.
2-2.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Nabs it, and that is that. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Marlins 3 and the White Sox coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy, and pitching in this game, Braxton Garrett. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Austin Slater stands in.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Inside corner for a strike, 0-1. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Makes the catch for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Andrew Vaughn in the box now. No balls and a strike. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball out to short. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. 2 outs, runner at first. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hill sizes this one up, and that will end the inning. New inning getting started. Leading off, Agustin Ramirez.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, bro, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so he might have it timed up and ready for it.
Taylor settles under it, hauls it in, and there's one away. Digging in, Otto Lopez. He led off the game with a single, and they came around to score. Ground ball to the right side. Sosa throws to first in time. Dane Myers getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Dane Myers.
On the ground to third.
Fuck.
And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 3 and the White Sox nothing. Here on the south side, and the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. That one the other way, and foul ball. Montgomery recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
1-2.
And that's outside.
9 home runs.
In the air to left down the line. Myers makes the catch. 1 away. And here is Sosa to the plate. And that's it for a strike. It's 0-1. 1 out, bases empty. That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Next pitch is outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This to third. Tosses to first. Two gone. Here's the left fielder, Corey Jolks.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
And that one handled, and that ends the inning. Shy Sox held in check here. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a top series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
God damn.
Eater back to work. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. Singled and scored his first time. The big behind with that swing. It's strike one.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Jolks sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 out, space is empty. And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill. RBI single his last time up. Swings and
what the
misses.
fuck am I swinging?
Off the plate. Hill getting the start in center. 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. There's a strike. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Matt Thaiss. And that's in there at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. Strike on the inside corner. Ball one there.
I don't know how.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Right side, fair ball. Taylor races for second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a simple
was nasty,
ball
young
the
man.
other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Outside low, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. He's safe. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Taylor stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Slider misses outside. swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Slater stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been strong. First pitch misses.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Misses outside. 2-2. Line drive.
Oh!
All right, who was the first White Sox player to hit for the cycle here at Rate Field?
Oh, it was my guy. Jose Valentin. You know, he was the guy who sold me my first premium car, Boo.
No, it was not Jose Valentin.
No, he did sell me my car, but on the cycle, okay, let's see. I don't know.
Want to try again?
Tim Anderson.
Chris, it was you.
Really?
Yep, really. And a swing and a miss.
So what do I remember about that day? I remember being in the zone. We were playing the Kansas City Royals, and just felt like everyone was moving in slow motion, and I was moving in real time. And it was very euphoric type of feeling, and a night that I'll never forget.
Up next for the Marlins.
Good trade.
First baseman, Davison De Los Santos.
And up next for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. Flied to right his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. There's the strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And that misses. And it's 2-1. Ripped.
Oh my God!
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one fouled off. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Going back. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He's safe. He's 4-1.
Picks himself up at RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jake Eder departs, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Martin Perez.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and the little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And the batter now, Otto Lopez. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Ball 1, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4.
That's a ball.
And that's
a
off
ball.
the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. In the air, right field.
Drop
and
that
it stays
in.
fair. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder Dane Myers.
Runner at first with 2 away. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins.
Hey!
Perez checks over to first, and he's back. Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball.
Oh,
and it
my
goes
God.
Just foul. Lopez off of first with 2 away. And that one lifted in the air center field. Taylor on his way over, makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Andrew Vaughn. That one called a strike, and it's 0-1. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Chop back up the middle. Lopez tosses. To first, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. So here's Robert now. Flying to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there, 0-1. Softly hit to third. Whips it across, and they take care of Robert for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. And that's in for a strike. On the ground.
Foul.
And foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. That misses. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out to short. Finds his way through, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And now, Lenny Sosa. And first offering is fouled off. Line to left and foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard. So up next for Chicago, Corey Jolks. 0 for 1 so far. That one hit to right. Konai on the move towards the line. Makes the grab on the run. And
you peed on the fucking carpet again. You're an asshole. Fucking asshole. Stop. That's Bregman. There we go. Okay. Wait, what? What the fuck is it here? He just fucking smacked. Yo, they on some bullshit. Wait, they took it back? What the? Get your ass up. Go. No. Go. That way.
That is the third out. Ready now for the fifth inning. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic.
That miss, that's a ball.
You watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
3-1.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Up next for the
And at
Marlins,
first, here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. A little bit low.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Got him looking.
No!
That's a strikeout.
Well, it's great execution to get that fastball inside. If you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate, but perfectly located. He threw it with conviction. You absolutely do not want to leave it out over the plate.
And now Derek Hill.
Goodbye.
Swinging a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And now two aboard to third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Up next for the Marlins.
It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of a StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Now here is Griffin Conine. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Just missed.
Outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Nice!
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. One run is in. Hill around third. Relay throw home. Head first slide, and he's safe. It's 7-1.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And next is the designated hitter, Heriberto Hernandez. That one ripped.
Whoa!
And it's
This kid! What a
His
trade!
first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be
fucking
around
kid,
the
what a
bases right now.
trade!
He'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now the White Sox manager.
Pitching for the
Pitcher for the White Sox, Mike Clevenger.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Base is empty, one away. Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. There's a strike.
0-1.
Hey, you see the score?
Four runs already in the frame, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Struck him out swinging. Puts the tag on him coming out of the box, and there's two away.
50.
Agustin Ramirez will hit next. And that's way high. And that's ball one. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch way upstairs. That one missed.
Ball.
That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Lopez stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ramirez, the runner at first with two gone. Close, but called the ball. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle. Sosa. They take the force out, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. 4 runs in the inning on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 9 and the White Sox 1. Back at right field, Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Hill pulls it in on the run.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over.
Oh, God. Wow.
Here's Josh Rojas. He's been a great free agent sign. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
This one in the air. De Los Santos. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting. Right fielder.
What? Left.
So 2 down now, and here is Austin Slater. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
And there's a ball. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's to third. Norby fires over to first. Third out. The White Sox lead 1. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Clevenger back to work. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Clevenger measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2011. Check swing, and he went. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there. But you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Slater gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Flares it into the outfield.
Nah.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Fought off foul. Next offering way upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Miami. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
You too. Hard hit down the line and left. And that's just foul. The 0-1 popped up. Norby gets under it. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Robert at the plate now. That's ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. That's outside.
No, that's out.
And the count is 2-2. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1.
He's out of there.
Over to first, safe.
Hey.
So Ding. In Lenny Sosa. Ground ball right side, but it kicks foul. 2 outs. Base knock right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Corey Julks steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Yeah.
That's in there. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. The other way. And foul ball. Montgomery, the lead runner, out at second. Sosa at first, 2 out of the inning. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Welcome back as we take a look at how today. Starting pitchers have fared so far. On the ground to third, and that squirts through. And a good start to the inning. And now the right fielder, Griffin Conine. Ground ball left side, could be 2. feeds to second, out there. And that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. Outside, ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball.
2-0.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. Next offering is fouled back. 3-1 now. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Full count.
And that's ball 4.
Take your base, ball 4.
My partner known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh, my goodness.
In your career.
I can't even believe it. I'd win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even, seriously, I don't believe that.
Off balance throw in time. That's out number 3.
Now pitching for
We're
Miami.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Seth Martinez.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And here's the catcher, Matt Theis. Both 2 in this one. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. In the air, out towards right center. Konai on the move to the alley. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Konai hauls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And next to him for the Sox, Josh Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. The Marlins up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in the dirt.
Ball.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And the inning is over. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. On the outside corner, got him looking. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and misses. Theis gathers, throws to first, out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Up next
and at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. 0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out. That to right. And that will drop foul. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. And that one upstairs. to short. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single. So a man aboard. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side.
No.
And it gets by him.
Back-to-back base hits. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And here is Connor Norby. And the righty deals. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field. Pretty well struck. Going back.
He got it. He got it.
To the home bullpen for a homer. He circles the bases. His 12th of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 12-1.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Mike Clevenger done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the White Sox.
So to
I was going to see Trevor Story up there, and I'm going to go fucking nuts.
play with nobody on. And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. Out to short, Montgomery. That's the third out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back here on the south side, now it's going to be Austin Slater. Grounds one to short, and he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. As an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
Myers makes the play. Then there's one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Robert at the plate and takes high there. Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Come on, baby.
Fastball is outside. And ball 4, 2.
Yeah, I got to get somebody else up.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
2 on with 1 out. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Right through there for a strike. Runners at first and second with one gone. Next pitch is downstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Swing and a ball popped up. De Los Santos makes the play, and there's two down. So first and second with two outs. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Ball.
And that one missing low. First and second, two down. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Just off the outside edge. 2-1.
2-1.
Foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. To the right side, Lopez. Inning over. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's one down. Now it's the DH, Heriberto Hernandez. He's already homered in this game.
Oh,
and that one
shit.
wrapped foul. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Movement in the bullpen. Gus Varland preparing to come on if needed. Gilbert, the left-hander, also throwing. Next pitch is outside.
Doubled up on the slider away. Two-seamer here. Just watch and see.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Taylor settles under it and makes the catch. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. And now Davison De Los Santos. That's towards center. Taylor settles underneath it. And that is that. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Now the left fielder, Corey Julks. Edge in the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Out towards right center field. Hill snags it on the run.
Now batting.
White Sox down to their final out. Michael A. Taylor, the next to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. The Marlins take this one in a blowout.
It's always nice to grab the opener of the series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight.
I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. 11 months of the same routine, keeping up just for some time. I'm gonna buy you some roses, baby, and then we're gonna get real. Pretty soon I'll be talking my image, so I can keep running in my mind.
All right, we got that. All right, that's good. Wow. Well, I can't catch these Phillies.
Now will you provide your family with groceries?
Ooh, up there. Oh, they moved him up the lineup.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Chicago White Sox. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaubel. Singing, one of the stories in this one is a highly anticipated Major League debut, and all eyes will be on him as he gets the start on the mound.
I love watching Major League debut. All right.
Pitching debuts at this level because there's no waiting around to see the rookie in action. You get thrown right into the deep end of the Major League pool. He's center stage from the first inning on. So, like you said, Boog, there's no hiding at all. There's a ton of excitement about this kid's future, and he's about to face the best lineup of his life. So I'm excited to see how he attacks it.
Okay, all set to go. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. The Fish are looking very strong so far this season. Up and in. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a 600 winning percentage.
Get out, get out, get out.
In the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. One of the more high-powered lineups in the game right now. It's built to do damage, and they got some hitters that can punish the baseball, Chris.
So fun to watch these players take their at-bats. I mean, they're so disciplined, don't give not just at-bats away, but really pitches away. Very aggressive, competitive in the zone, and when they connect, there's usually some loud noise to it, so we'll keep our ears open today.
That one down the line. 2 away here in the top of the first. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And there's a strike. Out to short, Montgomery. Throws across the diamond. Marlins set down in order. And the Marlins down quietly. Time for the White Sox.
Get your ass back in there.
No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's bottom of the first. Now the third baseman, Corey Julks. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And now it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a little bit low. And that's through there for a strike. 2-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Dominic Fletcher now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. High fly ball out to left field. 2 down.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Benintendi steps up. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Smith back to work. Norby matched a homer in his last game. Ball 1 there. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly you call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now, Derek Hill. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Hill tries to hold up, appeal to first, did not go. And another ball. And that one clips the corner. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
And now it's going to be Griffin Conine. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next one misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
What?
And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
Wow.
It could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Norby, the lead runner at second. Hill at first. One gone. To third. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And up next for Miami, Davison de los Santos. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Boog, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play, and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
Now here is Agustin Ramirez. Fly ball to right. Taylor makes the grab, and that is that. One run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Luis Robert Jr. There's a strike. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. That one fouled hard the other way. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Next pitch is outside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Colson Montgomery stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 out, space is empty. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. Hit in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Back up the, oh, that got him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the lefty's status. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
First and second, no outs. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Just missed. That one way outside. Now 2-0. Right through there for a strike. That one missed.
3-1.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Connor Norby.
Connor Norby digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Off the mark there, and the count is 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Lopez on third. Myers over at second. Edwards at first with no outs. Next offering is downstairs.
Careful.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Blue, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One run's in. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in two in a huge spot. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
And now, Griffin Conant.
Up the middle.
Middle, and it gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, safe. In comes the run from second, and it's 4-0.
Two consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Now a chance for Heriberto Hernandez. Runners are at the corners, one away. And there's a foul ball. You know, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Inside, 2-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. First and third, one down. Fouled off. He was late. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
At the plate, Davison de los Santos. That's too low. And that is ball one. And a foul ball. That one is
whoa! Belted!
One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now the White Sox manager is out. The left-hander on now, Martin Perez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Agustin Ramirez getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here in the second game of the series. Now fly ball to right center. And that'll do it. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We head now to the welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. There's the strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Cabrera winds and deals. Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And that one is inside. And that's too high, and it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Matt Theis, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next offering way off the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
2-2.
In the dirt, blocked. Got him swinging. Michael A. Taylor now at the plate. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Taylor, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup, Corey Julks, the next to hit. And a foul ball. Sosa leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Check swing in the 0-2, appeal to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So 1 left for the White Sox. They still find themselves down 6 in. Here on the south side, here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. And ball 1.
You know, these Marlins really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
And another ball. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
That one finds the zone. And now 3-1. On the corner for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
And just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
See, I think just our presence is the present. Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Throw. Save.
Well, I'm sure that still will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
And the pitch. This to third. To first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. So up next, Xavier Edwards, a switch hitter batting right. In the dirt.
No ball. 1 strike.
1 out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Connor Norby will hit next. A strikeout and a walk. Down the left field line, base hit. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Up next for the Marlins.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill. The walk, and he's also singled. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Oh.
Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now here is Griffin Conant. And first offering is fouled off. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Not close with that one. And the count even 1-1. And a ground ball first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's out on the tag. That ends the inning. And they bottom 4, digging in, Dominic Fletcher. And there's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Lifted in the air down the left side. Myers makes the catch. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Luis Robert now. Chopped left side. Norby tosses to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. And we're back. Leading off, Heriberto Hernandez. Perez back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Marlins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Up the middle, calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Up
Next to hit, Davison De Los Santos. He was late there. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Agustin Ramirez. Foul ball there. De Los Santos, the runner at second with one away. Swinging a foul straight back. Man at second. And that's outside. Yeah, the count 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down the stretch. Now 2 away. Back to the top of the Miami order. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back at rate.
Oh my gosh.
Field. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. And there's the strike.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering down in the dirt.
1 and 2.
That one missing inside. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Montgomery stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, they didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all in that at-bat. Nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
The White Sox hitless so far in the game. And it's strike two.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Got him. And the White Sox go quietly. Down in order go the White Sox. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Edwards now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Myers on at first, nobody out. And that's just foul. That one inside, look out. Swing and a ground ball. Off balance feed, there's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. Check swing, he held up, and it's 1-0. Norby measures 5 feet 10 inches, 180 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Sends it to first, and that'll do it. Enough to do it for the Marlins, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th, Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1 strike.
Hit on the ground to short. Edwards throws to first in time. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. So up next for Chicago, Michael A. Taylor. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. And that one is inside, ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. That's inside. Yeah, that's ball 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Smoked on the ground to second. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, Corey Julks. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball 1 there. And foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. hit in the air, center field. Hill has this one sized up, drops into the glove. That is the inning. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. It's the Marlins 7 and the White Sox nothing. The White Sox going with a new arm, Gus Marlin.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Foul ball. It's stays 0-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
But again, a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Going to count 1 and 2. Activity in the bullpen. Tyler Gilbert appears to be getting loose. Number 64, a right-hander, loosening up as well. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2 and 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Hernandez batting with 1 down. Takes a strike.
One and one.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1 and 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Oh, got him!
The throw to third. And he's out. And here's the first baseman, Davison De Los Santos. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. And that's too high. Swing.
Whoa!
Hammered left field.
Whoa!
It's a bomb. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at-bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Two outs, nobody on. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. And strike one to the catcher. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Oh, 0-2 now. And there's a ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 9-0. Back after this on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Siggy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have
high fly ball out to center field. Hill hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. Benintendi up here. 0 for 2 in this one. And a strike on the outside corner in 95. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
That misses. Now 1-2. In the air, right field. Conine on the move. Makes the grab. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He's saving extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Robert stands in now and watches strike one. That's down and in. The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Corrals it, and that is that. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Back here on the south side. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Varland back to work. Liner snagged it first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Myers, the next to hit, takes ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
The Marlins up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one's in there, and it's a ball and a strike. That one out to right, Taylor. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Hard hit left side. They kept the force. Out number 3 for Miami, but they're still in command. 9-0. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teal. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. Fielding for the wall as he makes the catch. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Colson Montgomery. He swings and fouls one off. Hit in the air left field.
Oh, come on!
Base hit. And the bid for history is gone.
Oh, and he was just 5 outs away from the no-hitter, Boog. Heck of a game he's had, an excellent performance, but now he's got to get right back to attacking the next guy.
Now at the plate, Lenny Sosa. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Montgomery over at first with 1 away. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Upstairs. Grounder might be 2. Edwards over to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. So that does it. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Right side, Taylor. Puts it away for the out. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Hernandez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. To short, could be 2. 1 at second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So bottom of the 9th. And now the first baseman, Matt Thaiss. And a strike.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Conine pulls that one down, and there's 1 down. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. Right through there for a strike. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Corey Julks.
0-1.
Ripped on a line to center. Hill makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere.
On the ground at third, and this should do it. And that is the ball game.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient.
said, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better. Gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta do better.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Chicago White Sox. Singing as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound in this one, Bryce Wilson. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3,
Sure.
you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your
Whoa! What a play!
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays. Or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Snags it for the second out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Griffin Conrad.
Well, this club has started to lean on him. He's got 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. So this is a guy, when you need some momentum, got some runners on, you want him at the plate. He's been clutch, and he's been delivering big time.
Xavier Edwards stands in here, takes ball 1 low. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the first. Here's Josh Rojas. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
That's a ball. No strike.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Myers makes the catch, and there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. That's outside. Ball 1.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
That one drilled left field, and that ends the inning. Second inning set to go. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. Wilson back to work. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Swing and a miss. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now, Jonah Bride. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that one misses up and in, and it's 1-0. Fouled off down the right side. Righty delivers. Checks. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Norby aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch is outside. And that's downstairs and outside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
First and second, no outs. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Up the middle, Sosa. Not in time.
Whoa!
So bases all loaded up. And now the DH, Griffin Conine.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-1. And that is out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can back.
Goes down looking. And here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
0-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Check swing. He went. 0-2 down. 1 out. The base is full. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Oh, God! Grand slam!
Grand slam. A massive home run. His second of the year. It's 4-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working for the lead.
Next to hit. Heriberto Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, at least he's got a clean slate after that grand slam. Nothing to think about on the bases, so he can really go after the hitter and just approach this like it's a clean inning, get the outs that you need, and get back into the dugout.
4 runs already in the frame here at the top of the second. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and now 2 gone. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the count is even.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Jump throw. And very nicely done for the out. Marlins add 4 on the grand slam. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here on the south side, bottom of the second. And now it's Luis Robert. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. That one fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Weathers fires. Inside almost.
I'm done.
Almost got him. In the air, right side. Sanchez ranging after it. He's got it. And there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Kyle Teal in the box now. No balls and a strike. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and weight training.
I'm done. I don't want to play no.
Yeah.